Hello, hi everybody. Today I'm going to talk about Ontario PNP, how the process works, what are the different streams available, and what are the eligibility criteria, and how you can apply. So, as many of you know, in Canada, many of the province they nominate candidates whom they want to be a permanent resident and work in their province. So, candidates have to submit the PNP application, and once they are approved, they will get 600 additional points, which is quite enough to get the PR. So similarly in Ontario we have OINP, which is a short form of Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, and there are different streams through which the candidates can apply and get the 600 additional points. So let me try to explain what are those streams and programs and how they are different. In order to make it easier to understand, I have made a presentation. So let me show you. So in Ontario PNP, there are different streams through which the candidates can get the nomination. So one stream is expression of interest stream and the other one is notification of interest stream. So they are different from each other. First, in the expression of interest stream, the candidates have to apply to OINP that they are interested in getting the nomination. So it is kind of you are expressing your interest in getting the nomination. So that's why it's called expression of interest stream. But in notification of interest stream, the Ontario PNP reaches out to you that they are interested to nominate you and give the 600 additional points if everything is proper. So Ontario PNP is going to send you a notification that they are interested in giving you the nomination. So that's why it is called notification of interest stream. So here you might have the question that how Ontario PNP is going to know that you are interested in Ontario and how they are going to notify you. So if you have seen my previous video where I have explained how to create your express entry profile, in that video there is a step in which you can choose a province in which you are interested to live in. So through those express entry profiles, Ontario PNP keeps looking for those candidates who are interested in Ontario province, and then they are going to shortlist or do a draw and then send the notification to those candidates that they can apply to Ontario PNP. So once they get their PNP certification, they will get 600 additional points in their express entry profile, and that will make sure that in next express entry draw they are going to get the invitation to apply. So in expression of interest stream, there are different programs through which you can apply. So one of them is entrepreneur stream. So if you want to start a business or a company in Ontario, then you can apply through this entrepreneur stream. And then we have masters or PhD stream. So if you have done any masters or PhD degree in Ontario, then you can apply through this masters or PhD degree stream. So you don't need a job offer to apply for any of these two streams. But if you have a job offer, then there are three streams available for you. First one is employer's job offer foreign worker stream. So if you are a foreign worker and you have a job offer in a skilled occupation from an Ontario employer, then you can apply it through this stream. The job offer must be of full-time and permanent. The job offer must be in a skilled occupation at tier category 0, 1, 2 or 3, and some more eligibility criteria that I will explain it later. And how to get the job offer in Canada from your home country. For that I have made up separate videos. You can refer them. I am also in Canada on a work permit and I also got the job offer from Canada and I have shared my experience in those videos. I have put the link of that video in the description below. And the second one is employer job offer international student stream. So if you are an international student who has completed their studies in Ontario and they have a job offer from an Ontario employer, then they can apply through this stream. These are the knock codes under which you should have the offer letter. And then the third stream is employer job offer in demand skills stream. So if you are a skilled worker, for example, home support workers, caregivers or machine operators, then this stream is for you. You can apply under this stream. In this stream also, the job offer must be for a full-time and permanent position. So these are the different streams under which you can apply and get the nomination certificate. So when you are applying, you don't have to pay any fee, but once OINP selects you, then you have to submit all the documents and then you have to pay your fee. And then coming back to notification of interest stream. So here, as I told you, the OINP will send you a notification in your express entry profile that they are interested in nominating you, and then you can submit your application with all the document proofs. So first is under human capital priorities stream. So under this stream you can apply either under federal skilled workers program or Canadian experience class. So in federal skilled workers program you need to have at least 1 year of continuous paid full-time work experience in tier 0, 1, 2 or 3 category knock codes, and your work experience must have been obtained within the last 5 years. So in last 5 years, if you have 1 year of continuous full-time work experience, then you can apply under federal skilled worker program. And if you are applying under Canadian experience class, then you should have at least 1 year of experience in Canada working under tier categories 0, 1, 2 or 3 knock codes as a full-time employee, and that 1 year of experience must have been obtained within last 3 years while you are in Canada. And the next is skilled trades stream. So under this stream, if you are working under the skilled trades occupations, so for example if you are working in these of the knock codes, then you are eligible to apply under this stream. Here also you must have at least 1 year of paid full-time work experience in the last 2 years. But there is one important condition, that your work experience must have been in Ontario while maintaining legal status in Canada. Means you must have been in Canada on a work permit in order to apply under this stream. And then the last one is French speaking skilled worker stream. So this stream is also similar to human capital priority stream, but additional condition is there that you should know French language. So these are the different streams in cyan color here under which you can apply for the OINP, and once your PNP application is approved, you are very close in getting the PR invitation to apply. So let me show you where you can find all those eligibility criteria for each of these streams. So you have to go to Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program website. The link I have shared in the description. On this website, if you want to know about all those streams, then go to choose the right stream. Here you can see all those streams which I have explained earlier. You can click on these stream links to know more about the eligibility criteria, steps to apply, and what are the application fees and the documents required. Under employer job offer foreign worker stream, so let's see what are the eligibility criteria. So first you should have a job offer, and that must be full-time and for permanent position. Full-time means 1560 hours in a 1 year and minimum of 30 hours of paid work per week. And second, the eligible occupations are under tier category 0, 1, 2 or 3. So you can check your knock codes by clicking on this link. And then the wage level. The pay of the job offered must meet or be higher than the median wage level. To find the median wage level, you can click on this job bank website link. So I am a software QA engineer. So let's try to find for my job no code what is the median wage level. So this is my job no code, and then it will list all the regions of Canada. So here I'll look for Ontario, and then my region is Toronto region. So this is my median wage level, which is the required eligibility criteria. So similarly you can find the median wage level for your job no codes. Now going back to the Ontario website, and then next the position is urgently necessary to employer's business. So these are the employer's document you need to submit, and employers also need to fill out the form, and to prove all those things you also need to have an LMIA document which you need to submit along with your application. The fifth condition is work based in Ontario. So the work you will be doing primarily should be in Ontario. And then next is the applicant requirements. The first is expression of interest and invitation to apply. So you must have received an invitation to apply and applied within the deadline identified. So once you submit your expression of interest, then you will get an invitation to apply from the Ontario PNP, and then you should apply with all these proof and documents. So this is the first condition. The second is work experience or license or other authorization. So if your job need any authorization or any certificate or license, then you should have all those things. So for example, if you are a software engineer, then you should have a degree to prove that you are eligible to work as a software engineer. So here you can read in detail all the work experience conditions. The third one is similar. If you need a license to do that job, then you need to have a valid license to do that job. Then you also need to show the intention to live in Ontario. So you can prove your intention to live in Ontario by working or having worked in Ontario, getting job offers, or studying or volunteering, leasing or owning a property, visiting in Ontario, or having professional networks and affiliations, family ties and personal relationships also you can show. Then also you have to prove your legal status in Canada. So in case you are showing that you have worked in Canada, then you have to show all the proof that you have a valid work permit or visitor visa, whatever is required. So if you are applying from within the Canada, you must have legal status, a visitor record, study permit or a work permit to show that you are legally staying in Canada. So these are the employer requirements. So employer also have to fill a form and then give it to you, and then you have to submit those forms with along with your application. Later, the Ontario PNP may also contact your employer to verify all those details. So, for example, the revenue requirements, minimum of 1 million total gross annual revenue. If you'll work or report to work at a location in GTA, or if the location is outside GTA, then it should have been minimum of 500,000 Canadian dollars in total gross annual revenue. Then full-time employer requirements. Here in this stream, there is an important condition which I wanted to share. There is a condition that your employer's business must have at the time of application submission one of the following: at least 5 full-time employees who are a Canadian citizen or permanent residents who work at the location where you will work or report to work. If you work at a location in Greater Toronto area, means in these cities, and similarly if you are outside Greater Toronto area, then you should have at least 3 full-time employees who are working from the same location. So the catch here is that if you are a remote worker and you are working for your company from your home, then you are not eligible to apply under this stream. I am also working from home, and many of my colleagues who applied under this stream, they got rejection. So you have to make sure that if you have a job offer and you are working from home, then you cannot apply under this stream. Your application may also get rejected because of this condition. So this is the employer form. Your employer must make an application for approval of an employment position by filling out and signing an employer form. So you have to take that form from your employer, scan and upload along with your application. And then down below, here you can see the scoring factors. So based on your situation, you can calculate your scores. For example, if you have a job offer from a tier category 2 or 3, then you'll add 8 points. And for the knock broad occupational category, here you'll get 10 additional points. And similarly for the job offer, what will be the points? So this is just for reference for you. So for example, the total points for you is 38. Then if Ontario PNP does a draw with minimum cutoff of 35, then you are eligible under that. Otherwise, if they do a cutoff of over 40, then you will not be eligible in that draw. So similarly, you can check all the other streams. What are the eligibility criteria? So if you have a job offer from Ontario, then you can apply under these streams. But if you don't have a job offer, then the best is human capital priority stream. So in this stream, you don't need to have a job offer from Ontario. You just need to have a skilled work experience in these tier categories 0, 1, 2 or 3, and at least 1 year of continuous full-time experience obtained within the last 5 years. So for example, if you are in India and you have created your express entry profile and you are showing 1 year of continuous paid full-time experience in your express entry profile, then you might also get the notification from the Ontario PNP. And if you have Canadian experience, then this will add some extra points to your express entry profile, but that doesn't make sure that you will get an PNP invitation, because the PNP invitations doesn't work on the minimum cutoff criteria. So let me show you what I mean. So you can go to review program updates and you can see what are the recent draws or invitations sent to the candidates. So for example, this is on February 8 for express entry human capital priority stream. They did a tech occupations draw and they invited candidates under these knock codes. But for those candidates, if they had a CRS score between 471 to 480, then only they got the invite. Otherwise, the candidates who had more than 480 points, they didn't get an invite. So this completely depends on the draw, and it is completely luck based. So if you are lucky, you may get the PNP invite through the express entry profiles. And these draws through express entry profile don't happen often. So you might also need to wait for a few months. Once you know that you are eligible under expression of interest streams, then you can go and click on register an expression of interest. On this page, as you can see, there is no fee to register an expression of interest. So you can go ahead and apply. You'll have 12 months of time until you will receive an invitation to apply. If you are not getting within this 12 months, then you can reapply again. So you have to click on register an expression of interest. So in my next video, I'll show you complete step by step how you can apply and submit your expression of interest. So stay tuned. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.